Good morning, everybody. My name is Ryan with Iowa Classic Cars, and a few months back you guys saw me pick up this 1962 Buick Wildcat. It's got a 401 Nailhead with an automatic transmission. It's 8 degrees today, and I am trading this car off next weekend for a 61 Chevy Impala 4-door sedan. But before we do that, I thought, you know what, I know the motor's stuck, it was full of water, but let's see if we can tear it down and at least get it to spin over. If it will spin over, I wonder if it'll run. You guys will be just as curious as I will be, because I don't really know how this will turn out. But figure, you know what, I have the car here, might as well give it a shot. So first thing we're gonna do is air up the tires on the other side, get her pulled away from the ground with the white truck here, the trusty 6-liter, and then we'll take it back to the house and see if we can get her to run. So let's start. There we go. Oh man, my knees are cold. Whew. All right. All right, let's give her a yank, see what happens. Well, that was easy enough. But as you guys can see, she was froze down to the ground pretty tight. Yeah, right there, froze to the ground. It's amazing. It's amazing what that weather will do. If you have a flat tire or multiple flat tires, it's a real pain to move these cars. So tip of the day, if it's freezing out, make sure to have 4 good rims and tires, and make sure the drums are not locked up. All right, let's haul her up to the house and get her loaded. All right, everyone. Iowa, cold weather in the wintertime leads to dead batteries. So Top Don sent me this BT100 battery tester, and on first review here, it seems like a hell of a nice unit. There's no battery pack, it just charges right off the battery. So these Duramaxes have 2 batteries, so I'm gonna test both of them today. But we see here that this first battery has 12.9 volts, so it should be fully charged. We've got 3 tests here we can do: a battery test, a cranking test, and a charging test. So I'm just going to test this battery first. I looked these up. Duralast batteries are supposedly AGM flat plate, so I'm going to select that option there. This is a 800 cold cranking amp, but you can change it to cranking amp, BCI, MCA, SAE, GB. There's a ton of options here, so we're just going to leave it on cold cranking amps. Oh, there we go. It's at 800 cold cranking amps. And we're going to test the battery here. All right, so this one shows it's got 647 cold cranking amps, so 65%. It's rated at 800. The charge is 100% at 12.88, and the internal resistance is 4.6 milliohms. So that's a good battery there. I'm going to do the other side, here in a little bit, but I just want to show you guys this this tester. Now we'll go back, we'll reset it. We'll go to the cranking test. And Dad, do you want to go start the engine for me? we'll see if this is a good battery or not for cranking. That's not so good. 8.63 volts. The time was 4,800 milliseconds. I guess that was pretty quick, but it gives us a low indication for cranking. So that's not the best thing to see when you buy a brand new battery. Last one here, we're gonna do a charging test. It's asking us to bring the RPMs up to 2,500. I'm not going to do that, so it might read a little low. Well, there we go. It's charging normal. It's putting out 14.7 volts, so at least that's a good sign. Maybe the batteries are just a little worn down. It's been sitting for about a week. You know, busted out of the hibernation to get that 62 loaded, so maybe it just needs to run a little bit. But anyways, guys, if you guys want to get this product, I will leave a link down to the Amazon link in the description. There is a 15% discount code at the time of this publishing. I'll put that down below as well. Thank you to Top Don for sending me this awesome little battery tester. I'm going to keep this with me as I travel. And you know, guys, if you guys want to get one, I definitely would recommend it. So thank you again to Top Don, and let's continue with the video. Okay, so let's I guess the valve covers have 2 bolts in them each. The heads have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side. The manifolds need to come off. All the brackets, the power steering, all that good stuff comes off. Carburetor is not stuck, surprisingly. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be optimistic for this one. Let's see what happens. Oops. Keep those together. Alright, so these 2 hoses have to come out of the way. There we go. Well, that's a good sign. There's oil. I mean, obviously it's very dusty now from all the dirt, but at least the rockers look okay. That's a good sign. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but right there, the valve pan has been taken up. As you guys can see, it should be flush. And I'm sure that right there is where the water was able to get in. Because up here on top, you know, there is oil. It's dirty, but there's oil. I'm assuming right there, that's where the water found its way through. Keep that right there. I love this impact wrench, this M18 from Milwaukee. There we go. Put that over here. One more left to go. All right, now we're gonna pull the exhaust manifolds, and those are just 8 bolts. They're 9/16. She's starting to come loose. I didn't film that, everyone, for you guys, but I did break them free. All these had to be pried backwards because they got the little safeties on them. But once that was done, piece of cake. You know, get the exhaust out of the way. Get the dipstick out of the way. Well, we'll just leave it like that. Probably easier to get back in anyways once we're all done here. Now I think we just got these 5 or 4 bolts right here, and I think the whole head will come off. Hopefully. Nope, I thought I could get away from pulling the intake, but it looks like there's 4 bolts that hold the intake right to the head. I thought they were bolted down to the windage tray there, but obviously I was wrong, so let's get her done. So I took the 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side. The coil has 2 bolts in the back. Those are 1/2 inch. These are 9/16. I took the bolt out of the power steering bracket here, so that's loose. I took the fuel line off as well, and there is a breather. There's a breather in the back. We just pull that out. So now with that done, let's attempt to get this intake out of here. Oh man, that's heavy. Okay, so other than the fact that there was the little gap in this windage tray, it doesn't look that terrible. These ports are really not the best. You guys can see the casting is not really that good for the, oh, there's one gasket. It's not in terrible shape. There's the other one. So we'll keep those just in case we can get this motor broke free. Now I'm going to grab the vacuum and let's clean all this garbage up. pretty good. I don't know why this motor's locked up. I mean, I'm sure the crank's probably seized, but up here it doesn't look too terrible. Huh. Alright, well, let's pull the heads. Alright, let's give this a shot. Maybe I'm wrong here. I read this somewhere, I thought, that these were aluminum pistons. But as you guys can see, there is just substantial damage. They are a high-rise piston. That's kind of cool. I'm not sure if these are like a 11.5 or 11:1 compression, but pretty neat. There's a spider living in that one. The head gasket doesn't look bad. I mean, it could probably be reused. But that is probably why the motor is stuck. Well, I guess we can vacuum it out quick and see how they clean up here. So here's the deal, everybody. Today is Saturday when I'm filming this. I am trading this car off to my buddy next Saturday. I've got tomorrow, which is Sunday, and that's it. I will go get some diesel and let these soak, and we'll just give it a shot here if we can get it unstuck. I mean, these cylinders just have a ton of rust in them. They don't look bad except this one. This one's got some pretty heavy rust right around the ridge. Probably a good thing this piston was up as high as it was. Probably if it was lower, it'd be a whole lot worse. But we'll give it a shot. I'm not guaranteeing we'll be able to do anything with it, but let's give it a shot anyways. Here's the head. Also doesn't look bad. Got a stuck valve right there. But this one definitely, cylinder number 135, number 5 was the problem cylinder by far. All right, I struggled for about an hour on this manifold bolt and the one back there. What a pain in the butt to get to. Gloves on. Oh, probably should have pulled the push rods before doing all this, but oops. Well, this is the first time, honestly, on camera or off camera, I've ever pulled heads and an intake. So I definitely learned a whole lot in this whole process. I missed one bolt back there that's holding the the linkage, so I can't get the head off. And I forgot to take one of the push rods out. Now it's stuck in there. However, doesn't really matter because there is a hole that's burned right in to that piston right there. And this one, this cylinder here is just nothing. It's bad. So we're gonna call it today. There is a reason why this motor is parked. And I'm gonna say right there and right here did not help. That was probably the reason why it was parked. This cylinder on the other side obviously had water come in from the valley pan there. Same thing right here. The first two cylinders are bad. So, you know what, guys? I know I'm not a mechanical expert, but I appreciate you guys watching the video, tagging along with me. Learned a whole lot here doing this stuff. You guys probably know I buy and sell a lot, but I've never really gotten this far into them because, you know, if they're stuck, I just typically don't mess with them. But you know what? This is a fun project here. I learned a whole lot today. I hope you guys all enjoyed watching me work, watching me struggle with this whole thing, and learn something new in the process. So if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like rating. Leave any comments, questions, concerns down below. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell for all notifications from my channel. But thank you guys for watching. My name is Ryan with Iowa Classic Cars. This 62 Buick will live on as parts. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.